All right, Loossemble time.
This used to be my intern.
I have the worst joke ever.
Oh no.
Loovengers! Loossemble.
Is that a real joke?
It's a Kevin original.
It's a you original? That's really cool.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are now reacting to Loossemble and their title track, TTYL, which is of course an acronym for
Talk to you later.
off of their third mini album of the same name.
TTYL. Tai, you're lazy.
Do you guys remember what happened in the last Loossemble music video? It was the song Girls' Night. Girls' Night, da, 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 da. And one of the girls got evaporated. Yeojin got zapped.
Nor.
And Vivi's eyes turned red because she's a cyborg.
Oh.
Well, I believe the music video starts off where we left off, storyline-wise, in Girls' Night. The lyrics
It's a crazy girls' night out.
The lyrics, on the other hand, playfully explore the dynamics of a budding romantic interest, while the girls play hard to get. The song describes a flirtatious interaction where one person is eager to win the other's affection, showing both excitement and determination. Despite the upbeat tone and playful banter, the message is clear. If you want to capture the singer's heart, you need to put in the effort and keep the conversation going. The song is composed by Ryan S. Jun, Mark Sibley, Nathan Cunningham, Ryan Curtis, and Deza.
Is this the same Ryan John that's like everywhere recently?
Yep.
Hurry up, don't say maybe. 3, 2, 1, go.
Very intense for a lighthearted song. It seems like she's like...
Oh my gosh.
I'll talk to you later.
Catch me outside.
How about that?
Bro, what is happening to her? I thought the song was like...
She's the one who got zapped up.
Yeah, well, she's running for her life right now.
Guys, what happened? Can we get a root? Oh.
Is this hyperpop?
Ooh.
Are we juxtaposing vocal chops and like regular vocals? That's cool. Wait.
Wow.
Ooh.
Princess streak is all I'm gonna say. They on the princess streak. Oh,
That's not healthy. Don't eat that.
Flowers are edible.
Not all of them.
that's 2001 Space Odyssey.
Ooh.
Whoa. I happen to dig this way of using auto-tune. Oh my gosh, it's Go On. She's doing it.
I love the rhyme there.
She's being represented.
Like,
Even Vivi getting way more lines.
Ooh. The sound, like.
ooh, the that's back.
Whoa. The rhythmic interaction.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Oh, I like how it just like turned into this.
But she's not Olivia anymore, right? Is she some... Heiju? Okay.
Whoa, it's so like driving.
This is very dense. They have not stopped
Yeah, they've not
singing yet.
I'm a big fan of this kind of choreo.
That's such an interesting choice.
I like how that's like slightly muted or like lowered in volume. Na 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 na. So the bridge is keeping the chorus like beats or like the groove going.
It's like a lot, like a consistent vocal track. I don't think there has been a moment where they have like stopped.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was expecting the suspension.
Oh, I like that little E and E sharp interaction. There was a tiny bit of a
Feel. Deal. La 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 la.
Okay, I'm not following the story. I know something meaningful is happening right now. Ooh, Adam.
Please, no! Come on. You gotta like
But that's, you know,
Like-
like purposeful. The story continues. Gotta wait.
cliffhanger.
That was cool.
That was cool. I wanted to talk about how today I had a coaching on the Mendelssohn Trio,
Yeah.
which is like continuous activity for the pianist, and how we always have like moving notes that keep the energy going. It's like a very motor kind of piece. This song feels the same, where it's always like one, bum, bum.
I think it's really funny how like the visuals are quite slow moving, but like the song itself is like a marathon to the point where the vocals, like when one phrase ends, there's a pickup that overlaps with it. And that's like a little bit too much for me. It's also that I think like the melody is rather legato. So it's like you have all of these like sustained connected notes, and it creates like a really strong melody, but I think it's kind of like bogging itself down. It's a little bit heavy.
Which is also really interesting because there's also rhythmic elements to the legato-ness, right? Because they have the chops.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that stuff.
Well, and you also have that little like kind of like crystally sounds at the beginning. I really like those.
Yeah, that was
and it created some like really weird like subdivision with someone's, was it like a rap?
Yeah, speaking of the beginning, I was kind of curious why Kevin immediately went, you know, you
Why
did your
did I
dance
do
thing.
that?
Why did you?
In the beginning of the song where he feels like yesterday. Oh yeah.
I like that clave rhythm.
Ooh, the chromatics was kind of interesting.
Oh, and they're chromatic versus diatonic.
I think if blonde girl is Vivi, right? So robot is going bee 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 bee, and then the humans are singing. So I think that
Yeah, because you're also getting a
later.
chromatic versus diatonic here.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what notes she's singing, but
What's it called? What's the academic term for call and response?
Dialogue.
Nope. What is it called? Antiphonic?
Antiphon.
Antiphonic?
Antiphonic.
Antiphonic? That is like so, they're like really close together because like the melodies are really small. So if you put them like this, it's like this long chain.
Of call and answer, call and answer, call and answer.
Right.
That
And they're
creates-
kind of like, they're very densely packed and you have a lot happening all at once.
And then like there are very sparse moments where all of that drops out, and then it's like, oh, that's so cool. I mean, one of them was definitely like, you know, at the bridge, like right before we go back.
Yeah.
Which was like super cool. I was expecting it, but I wasn't expecting it where it was. They were still singing in the bridge, and I was expecting that it would be like da, da 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 da, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like they kind of powered through into the chorus and then like stopped it. there, which was really
They
cool.
did the delayed strong beat rather than like.
Yeah. I don't know if there were other moments. It felt very like beaten, like driving.
I like how in the bridge they kept the groove of the chorus going. I mean, we did just say that like bridges are meant for like, well, not meant for, but a lot of people like use the bridge to have time stop for a little bit
Yeah.
and then like show off some vocals. I mean, they still showed off vocals, but they just did it with like the backbeat still there.
I wanted to say that the do 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 is always gonna stick with you. It's just like a simple scalar motion thing. like,
Same
and it's so cute. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, before I forget, the moment the E to E sharp interaction is when like you go into this chord, and but then they like over here, and then it goes yeah.
Oh, can you pull that up again? I just want to hear them sing that. Oh, it's so minuscule. I'm surprised you caught that.
I think in chord, I'm very like, yeah, I'm a vertical thinker.
That's so vertical. Linear, like, why is it? I wouldn't have ever.
Yeah, exactly. Because it is smooth. It works very well.
And there's also like not that much like fade into it. There's like a little bit of breath.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting song.
I like how they rhymed on like the same vowel, like to the diphthong. Yeah, they say it the same way. Real, feel, deal. Yeah, yeah. And there's so many different ways to like say that.
And then they went la 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 you.
Yeah.
Also, what's the story with the big black balls?
That I cannot say. What do you guys think the big black balls are?
It's like the sibling of the cube that got IU and V.
Except they were able to get rid of it, right?
See, IU just needs to call Luna.
Yeah, exactly.
Avengers!
I don't know this meaning.
So Loossemble and c.loo are equally confused.
제가 생각했을 때 뭔가 그 검은 물체가 혜주 언니가 손을 이렇게 까딱하면은 클린해지거든요. 그게 제가 생각했을 때 각자의 다름을 받아들여서, 그러니까 처음에는 받아들여지지가 않아서 몰라서 안 보였는데 그 받아들여짐으로써 이제 다 알게 된 거죠. 그래서 투명해진 게 아닌가. 그 볼이
정화되는
약간 정화되는 느낌. 딱 하면서 이제 알게 된 느낌. 제가 제 개인적인 생각이에요. 보면서 저게 뭘까? 이게 저도 고민을 많이 했는데